Hello everybody and welcome to 12 Hour Tuesday number 12. This is a challenge series that I'm doing where every Tuesday I give myself 12 hours to write and record an entire song. Today I don't really have a specific direction that I'm going to try to go with this song, maybe just a drop C metalcore type song, but I do already have a riff idea, so I'm going to go ahead and play that, let you guys hear it. Yeah, something like that. Pretty simple. So I do have a little bit of an idea of how I want to structure this song. So I think it's just going to start off going straight into that riff. And then I want to do some sort of like clean chords with delay on them over the riff. But I've been messing around trying to figure out what that would sound like, but I really can't figure it out. So I'm going to get it tracked first and then get that figured out once I have everything tracked. Alright, that part of it is tracked. I'm gonna get some drums in here. Alright, nice, that sounds pretty good. Definitely gonna want some ambience in there at some point, but before I do anything else, I want to record the next variation of this riff. Alright, guitar and drums are done. I want to add some ambience now. Nice. Sounds pretty good. Okay, that sounds pretty good. I want to get a second version of it recorded though. Okay, I got the clean lead guitar tone finally done. It sounds pretty cool. It sounds kind of like that Tesseract and Monuments style clean tone. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty unique tone. Which actually reminds me I haven't showed any of the tones for this song yet, even though I think I'm pretty well done with all the tones. So I'll start with this clean lead tone. So on Helix Native, you can see my chain of effects here, and I'll just click on all the pedals so you guys can see the settings. Copy them if you want. So it's those pedals in Helix Native going into Archetype Gojira with these settings on the amp and these settings on the EQ going into GGD Zilla Cabs with these three cabs, as well as the Tesseract IR that I have loaded in here. As you can see, it's really quiet, but it really helps brighten up that top end. So it's those same cab settings on everything. And the distortion guitar tone is this overdrive pedal running into this amp with those settings. And then on this background here, it's these two Helix Native pedals going into Archetype Gojira with the same settings as the rhythm tone. That might be cool as the next riff. All right, I'm gonna get some drums programmed. All right, cool. That riff is sounding pretty good. I think I want to add a synth layer to this clean lead, just to kind of give it more character and help it sound a bit stronger in the mix. All right, that sounds pretty good. Okay, recording's been paused for a while. I honestly don't remember the last thing I did before I paused it was, but I did make some changes just now. So on the clean lead tone here, this is a change I actually made earlier. I decided to get rid of the acoustic sim pedal that was on there because I felt like just the regular clean tone fit better in the mix. Then I also switched the pad that was layering that clean tone and added another. So here's how those three sound together now. And then in the mix, yeah, pretty good. Now I want to figure out where to go here. All right, I think that's going to be a solid riff, but now I think it's time for the bass lead type riff that I do on a lot of my songs. I'm also going to quickly record bass for everything I've written. All right, bass is done for what I have. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I've really hit a wall here with this next part. I was messing around with bass. I couldn't really come up with a new riff to put here on bass. So then I decided, what if we reuse the first riff from the song just on bass, and that sounds like this. It's not terrible, you know, it's decent, but I think the transition into that riff from this really slow riff that we just had, it's going from like the slowest riff in the song to the fastest riff in the song. It just doesn't sound that good. You know, like it's too much of a change. So then I had another idea that I think is actually going to sound really good. I want to go back here to this riff and double the length of it, but make a change to it on the second half. So you hear how the bass and the kick are pretty much only playing on the zeros of this riff. Did that on purpose because I kind of wanted to emphasize those open zeros, but I think what might be cool is to, on the repeat of it, have the bass play the whole riff and have the kick be hitting for all the notes. And then this long ringing out note is going to fade out, and that'll just be the end of the song. All right, yeah, I think that's good. If I didn't have such writer's block with that. With the bass part, I feel like I could have made this song a bit longer and probably a bit better. Because it actually doesn't have any riff that repeats twice. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but it's just like song structure is kind of weird, you know, unusual. But yeah, I think it's good enough. Oh, and it's probably worth mentioning. I will probably switch out the cymbals on the drums for the cymbals in One Kit Wonder Brutal. So what you hear during the playthrough might sound a little different than what you've heard throughout this. But yeah, speaking of the playthrough, here's that. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, consider liking and subscribing because this is going to be a challenge series that I'll be doing on this channel for quite a while. So stick around if you want to see more.